episode 8, continuing from episode 7. Trying to see if we're going to be the starter. We're going to find out. So far, it hasn't been too good. 2 games, 2 losses. Record's 4 and 7th, last in the division. Got some upgrades here. Field general. Alright, power went up. Nothing's changed since last episode. I just ended it and started this one, so here we are. Continue on. Say much, I really appreciate the progress. Never hurts. Passion versus Falcons again. Oh. Alright. And I don't have my X Factor on either, so you know what that means. I can throw picks, so I gotta be careful. Alright, here we go. They're 5 and 6. This is the Bengals. I swear it said Falcons. Did it not say Falcons? Confused, bro.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Scored 3 touchdowns in the game.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 13 carries, 58 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Well, first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a...
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably twirling that headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That catch good for only a couple.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Matt Breida, the ball.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's caught. Jones. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40. Before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Breida. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now it's Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw now on first down. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his ninth. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That's another Dolphins first.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Complete to Matt Breida. 10
Options galore here, second and a few inches. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Noah Igbinoghene on the return.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 24. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Breida, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over.
Hey, be nice, please. Get something else, baby. Is there tablet moving?
3rd quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good. For a mighty.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Wilson.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now a give to Breida. Sean Williams with the tackle. He led the Bengals in that category last year.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On the handoff, this is Breida. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew there'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
They can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson. Defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Geno Atkins on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll drop the throw, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Interception. This offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. And again this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Down by Mackenzie Alexander.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw here. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll have another home date.
There were some incredible players this year. Tommy Matthews, for instance, had a spectacular season. But it's the other half of the Heartbreak Kids that really stood out, mainly because he didn't quite live up to his counterpart on the field. These two guys have been battling it out as frenemies since high school, and that rivalry doesn't seem to be dissipating anytime soon. Tommy clearly outclassed his friend in the early stages of their career, kind of like Peter Schrager and I, only in this case, I'm Tommy. But seriously, even though Tommy may have the upper hand at this stage, I wouldn't count out his other half just yet. We've seen what he's capable of as a game changer in the past. So, if he can keep growing as a player, I think this rivalry can even out, unlike the one Peter and I have.
So after a long struggle, you were finally named the starter. Talk about an intense experience.
It was a heck of a year, that's for sure. And it taught me a valuable lesson. My actions, good or bad, would have consequences. Still, I was looking forward to what the next season would bring.
Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Catch y'all in the next one.